Welcome to the video wrap-up of why you should list in authoritative web directories, why you should list your website in them. So for the most part, website directories get a bad name because there are just so many spammy ones out there and so many ones that have little to no value. And so the point of this post is to help direct people towards the ones that can add a lot of value to your website. Directories are often misunderstood. That there is a twofold value to them. In an ideal situation, listing your website in a directory like business.com or the Yahoo directory, best of the web, things like that, should drive traffic to your website. People looking for a business like yours end up in these directories. It's just like using a yellow pages. They find your business and then they click on it and they end up on your business's website. From an SEO standpoint, what it is you get a highly authoritative link from a very reputable website in a category that is relevant to your website, and typically you can control the anchor text that you get for the most part. So you can get a really great link from a highly authoritative directory, high page rank, back to your site. So it can pass traffic and it can give you great links. And so the great links help your website rise in the search engine results, while the traffic obviously helps people who are looking for your business find you. Brick and mortars are probably less helped from getting a ton of traffic, but the authoritative link can help them outrank their competition extremely well. So we put a link here out to Strongest Links. It's a website that lists the directories by page rank, by how authoritative they are. So some of the benefits are, the most authoritative directories help search engines understand what your site is about and help improve your relevancy and positioning. So if you get a link from a highly authoritative directory, for example, if you're a dealership and you're listed with other dealerships and it links back to your dealership, it helps reinforce that thought that yes, this is relevant on dealership or Chevrolet or Volkswagen, whatever it may be. They obviously naturally help your website's authoritativeness, promotes more link equity or link juice. If you find yourself in a lot of high quality directories, typically you'll find that your site's page rank and overall ranking in search engines will increase because these directories over time have earned the trust of Google and other search engines as only listing really good websites. And that's why they're able to charge. They charge you essentially for a review. If your website isn't up to snuff, then they reject you. You don't get your money back. But as long as it is, you get in, you get a great link, and it's definitely worth it. So there's some things you want to look for before you list in any directories. You want to have no broken links on your website. You want to at least have a good amount of highly authoritative content, no pages under construction. Every aspect of your website has to be fully functional, and their content has to fall within acceptable directory criteria. Obviously, many directories have restrictions on pornography, adult content, things like that. It's important to remember that if you don't look at these things, they will not refund your money. So take care of them. And here's a list of some of the authoritative directories: Yahoo directory, business.com, best of the web, Joant, Gimpsy. Some of the really great ones are DMOZ, which you'll typically wait 3 to 4 months to actually get accepted into, but it's a great link to have. You want to look for topical or niche specific directories as well. So if you're a shoe store, you want to find directories that are all about shoe stores. If you're if you sell clothes, you want to find clothing directories, things like that. You also want to be aware of bogus directories. So as a rule of thumb, I usually look at the page rank of a directory. It's kind of a shortcut, but if it's a page rank 4 or 5 or 6, it's definitely authoritative. But you want to be also aware of duplicate directories. Some listed here below, where you end up, it's the same directory over and over again. You pay to link in many of them, and most of them are just created to sell AdSense or advertising space, and they not only are they not going to provide authoritative link back to you, but there's almost no chance they're going to pass anybody to your website. So bottom line is, basically for all intents and purposes, listing in directories can dramatically influence your search engine rankings, overall organic traffic, authoritativeness, and link equity. If you plan on listing in directories, make sure your site fully complies with what they're doing. Make sure you list in the most relevant category. So when you list in a directory, it's going to say, well, where should you list it? Obviously, you don't want to apply to list a car dealership in with farm equipment. So you want to apply for the most relevant source, and it's definitely worth, in our experience from an SEO standpoint, worth paying the extra cash to list in the authoritative directories. Now, how many do you have to do? As many as you're comfortable with. I usually spread it out over time because some of them are pretty costly. The most expensive of them are about $300. So typically you can list in like the top 20 authoritative directories for about $1,500 to $1,800. Well worth your investment. And if you have any questions about directories, feel free to post them below. And thanks for watching.